Okay, it's working. Hi everyone, my name is Yuko and welcome to this presentation on the professional development plan. This is a pretty cool tool because it has step-by-step actions you can follow, and there are 10 steps like this. I'm gonna go through with you guys to explain my PDP. First off, let's begin with the self-analysis. I am a certified legal assistant. I took the certificate in 2010. It took 2 years for me to finish it up because I was working and also I took a night course. So it was pretty intensive, but I did it. And I'm pretty much satisfied about my current position. So I know what I am right now, but the problem is this is one of my biggest weaknesses, which is if I don't push myself, I wouldn't do anything. I would be a couch potato forever. So what would you do if you were me? I think the answer is step number two, goal setting. Since I got a diploma as a certified legal assistant, I noticed that I haven't done enough to improve my career. I wake up at 7 a.m. I work from 9 to pretty much 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. every day. I go home, I cook, I take a shower, and I go to bed. And same thing next day and every single day, right? I was like, what's next? That's the reason I think the PDP, the plan, is very helpful for you guys. Let me talk about my farm's situation. There are three titles for staff members. The first one is, let's say, if you work for lawyers, but if you have no education, training, you are called legal secretary. And if you have a certificate as a legal assistant, like me, you are entitled to be called certified legal assistant. And the highest position is called paralegal. Even if I have enough experience, like almost 8 years legal assistant experience, I am not entitled to use my title as a paralegal. That's why I believe what I am going to do is to get a diploma as a paralegal. Okay, and let's move on to step number 3, research. What do I need to reach my goal? I did some research online and checked some institutions to find out which institution is best for me. And also I talked to my co-workers, my lawyers, and they gave me some comments like Capital College is the best. However, BCC is as good as Capital College. So I've got some great information, and I noticed that networking is really important to get useful information. Let's talk about decision making. For me, the biggest decision making is, should I take a part-time job or part-time course, or should I take a full-time course to become a paralegal? You know, if I took a part-time job, I will have to spend almost 3 years to achieve my goal. If I took a full-time course, I will probably have to quit my job, or to at least to stop working, which means no income. This is a big decision for me to make, but I have to quickly think and decide. Let's talk about number 5, to set action items. My understanding about action plan is to make short-term goals and long-term goals. And my short-term goals is here. I've been taking English pathway program right now, and I'm gonna take the other course in January. And the long-term goal for me is, like I said, to become a paralegal. Let's move on to number 6, resources. This means you will have to consider about your financial situation, how you can be flexible about the time. And you will also need your parents, your family, probably your co-workers and employees' approval and support. To me, luckily there are no problem, because I'm single, I have no kids to take care of, and I have a stable job so far. And honestly, my boss has advised me that I could be a really good paralegal, so he would be willing to support me financially. This means, on the other hand, I have no excuses, so I just have to do it. Number 7, deadlines. This is pretty straightforward, but it's very important, because from my experience, looking back my past years, what I did was nothing. I was too comfortable with being a legal assistant, and I haven't polished my English skills, and I haven't made any further goals because I didn't make deadlines. So we should really follow this step. Next step is number 8, execution. The definition of this word is to do a piece of work, or to perform a duty, because these steps I've told you are just plans. If you don't execute, they are all just plans, dream plans, right? So just carry it out. Let's move on to number 9, revision. This means you should be flexible to revise your plan just in case. For example, for me, I told that about should I take a part-time job or full-time job, and I am pretty much sure I am gonna take a part-time course, because I just don't want to quit. I just love my job. But for example, my parents back in Japan, they are doing really good for their age so far. But you never know what will happen. And if they need my assistant, I will definitely have to go back and forth between Canada and Vancouver. It means I will have no chance to continue my part-time course. But I'm not gonna give up, hang in there. I have a backup plan, which is to take a full-time course, because if I am going back and forth, I won't be working. So it means to take a bright side, I will have enough time to focus on my full-time for the short time. Okay. Finally, I'm gonna talk about tracking. This means to go over what you have done so far and what you haven't done at this time. It means you will find out what you are missing and what you are going to fail, so that you can definitely prevent you from failing something you wish to do. So in summary, my goal is to finish this course by November this year, and to take the other writing and reading course in January next year, and to finish up by March. Then finally, I'm going to take the paralegal course for 3 years, and by the end of December 2020, I will have finished my course and I will have received a diploma as a paralegal. Thank you so much for your attention to this. I hope you enjoy my presentation. Good night.